Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Food and Fun Friday with another new recipe. This recipe would have been in yesterday's slideshow, so I hope you got a chance to check it out and sit down with me today while I eat, share scriptures, and share another story. If you're new to this channel, do me a favor and go right down there and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Share this channel so I can help many people with their faith and with the ketogenic diet. And definitely shoot me a thumbs up if you're enjoying all of these incredible, easy recipes that I come up with that I turn right into keto. Stay tuned, everyone. Welcome everyone, great to see you. Great to be back in on this beautiful Friday doing another food and fun video for all of you. I've got this new recipe here that would have been in yesterday's slideshow. It's corned beef and hash with eggs and all done keto. Yum, yum, you guys. I'm excited to try it. And I do what's called OMAD, 1 meal a day, 6 days a week. So this is my 1 meal here, which equals out to exactly 20 net carbs. A net carb just means you deduct dietary fiber off of veggies, or you can deduct it off of like things that have like alcohol sugars, which are the stevia, monk fruit, allulose, or erythritol, all those different sugars and stuff like that. You can deduct it and then you take it right off the carb count, and that's what you get is a net carb. I've always done net carb. So everything I've got here comes out to exactly 20 net carbs. I've got a serving of the corned beef and hash that I made keto style with 2 eggs. I've got 2 pieces of the keto bread that I get from Aldi's, and then but it says 0 net carb. It's not. They're 4 net carbs a piece. If you know how to figure that out, there's a method to it. My brother taught me. I was taught professionally by a keto doctor, 2 keto nutritionists. My brother who does this as a job, and also all the studying I've done for my keto way of life. So we do learn that some things that say 0 are not truly 0. This keto bread from Aldi's is not 0. There's a subtraction and addition and things that you do to get what truly is the carb, because insoluble fiber and regular fiber are 2 different things, so you got to count it as carbs. But with my 2 slices of keto bread, my serving of the corned beef and hash, 2 eggs, I've got 1 cucumber with a serving of ranch dressing. I've got 2 good coconut yogurt that I'm going to put some of this Ready Whip on. I've got a Earl Grey decaffeinated tea with 2 servings of the sugar-free creamer. I've got a water here, American Clear Black Cherry water. And then I'm also going to do a couple of my cookie doughs. I made the cookie doughs, and I did it this time. I would have done a video on it. It was my cream cheese cookie dough. Would have been like 2 videos ago, I think. Just go to my playlist and look under my keto treats, and you'll see I did some cookie dough. I did a peanut butter and chocolate chip one, but I also did a cream cheese one. The only difference with that one that I did is instead of adding milk chocolate chips to it, I did white chocolate, because I love white chocolate and I can't wait to taste them. I didn't do a video on that because it's the exact same video. I just changed the chocolate chips from milk chocolate to white chocolate, so I can't wait. But I'm not going to bring them out right now because I don't want them to melt. I'm leaving them in the fridge. I will eat them on here, but just letting you know that's everything that I got. And I do have MCT oil in here as well, so I got a nice good source of fat since I'm in maintenance mode. And if you're new to the channel, I've been doing ketogenic in November of 2015. I started, so this November will be 6 years I've been doing the keto diet. Gosh, I'm so tongue-tied today. I've been doing the keto diet. It took me 15 to 18 months, roughly right around there, to lose 170 plus pounds, and I've been maintaining that out. This month here would have hit my 4-year maintenance mode that I've been maintaining out. I maintain between 138 and 142 is where I maintain for weight. Wow, this video. Maintain for weight. So that's great. I give myself that little range there or whatever, but I've never went over that, and unless I had a cheat day. Well, in all those days, in just under 2,000 days, or right there at 2,000 days, I've only had 11 off-plan days, and I didn't do it till I was well into maintenance, at least 5 months into my goal weight. When I started, I was just 2 pounds shy of 300 pounds. I now sit, like I said, between 138 and 142, and I am 5'4", and I am 45 years of age, and I feel incredible. I just recently went to the doctor, had some blood work done, and all came back good again. I've had it done like 7 times. I've had blood work done since doing the keto way of life, and just keeps getting better. I mean, it's just my numbers are perfect. And I like to do 1 meal a day, 6 days a week. I've been doing that since last March when the pandemic hit. I always do fasting. I always intermittent fasting and keto since I started. I waited about 2 months just to get good and fat adapted, and then I started incorporating 16-hour fasting. I did 2 meals, a little snack, and then I would stop eating at 8 p.m. at night, and I wouldn't eat till noon the next day. And that's what I did. I had an 8-hour window where I could eat. I did my 2 meals and that snack. Until I, lost my weight. Then I started incorporating OMAD and alternate day fasting where I go 40 hours. I just love fasting. I love the benefits of fasting. So I do a lot of fasting. I do it 6 days a week right now, not because I need to, because I'm not trying to lose any more weight. I'm doing it for the health benefits, because once you hit 18 hours, you go what's into autophagy. Our body right now is always in a state of ketosis when you do keto, which is just a big word for fat burning mode. Our body's always burning fat for fuel. And then the other one is when you hit in autophagy, your body is just making you new again. It's breaking down old cells, building new, so it helps with skin. I don't have a lot of loose skin left over from losing all that weight. I've showed you skin videos and all that from the fasting, from what I had prior to doing the longer fasting, the 40-hour fasting, the 24-hour fasting, and all that. Things have changed dramatically on my body from doing that, and just the health benefits, with this pandemic going on. I want to stay as healthy as I can. So I did that. Actually, I was doing it when it hit last year for 7 days a week, but then I decided to do it 6 days. And then on Sundays, I always break that fast, stay keto. I stay keto on Sundays, but I just break the fast a little bit more, eat when I want to eat, stop when I, eat as much as I want. I still watch the carb count and all of that, but just, I don't watch the fats. I do what's called like a dirty keto or a lazy keto day that day. I don't really count the calories and stuff on a Sunday. That way I get a day where I feel like I'm splurging and cheating, and it's not, it's all keto, because I'm not a person that really likes to have cheat days. And I know I recently had somebody ask me that. I've only done 11. Like I said, in almost 6 years, I've only done 11 and well into maintenance. I waited till I got to my goal weight, and about 4 or 5 months into that goal weight is when I had my first cheat, which was on a Thanksgiving, because it would have been April of 2017, and I had it 2017. I had it at Thanksgiving time. I don't like the way I feel. I don't like to cheat. No need to do it. I do it for everybody else. My mom makes a great Thanksgiving dinner. I do it for her because a lot of us are doing keto. So I do it for her. Some Christmases I will. Sometimes for my son's birthday, I've done it for our anniversary. But last year I only did Thanksgiving because of this pandemic. And I love the way I eat. I feel like I cheat every day. When you're doing ketogenic way of life, you feel like you're cheating every day. But you have to remember, while in weight loss, there is, we eat the protein, fat, and carbs is what makes up our macros, which makes up our calories. Okay, you always want to meet the protein macro, which is 20%. Okay, and that is half your current body weight, or even a little bit more if you work out. So for instance, if you weighed 200 pounds, you need 100 grams of protein, or a little bit more if you're working out. Okay, as you go down, you can go lower. All right, that's the most important. You need to meet that, or you're going to lose hair, your nails will get brittle, all of that. Need to meet the protein macro. Our body needs the protein. That's 20%. The 75% is our fat macro in this, because our carb is only 20%. That's what makes up our 100% for the day for our macros. Okay, so it's 20% protein, 75% fat, 20% carb. Now, the 75% fat you do not have to meet if you have fat on your body. 75% would be around 150 grams of fat, 110 to 150. But while in weight loss, you want to do more like 75 grams to 100 grams. I started at like 100, 110 and worked my way down as I was losing weight and got down to 75. But you don't want to go any lower than 75 grams because this is a high fat diet. So you're going to have to get some fats, and you're never going to be able to do this as a low fat diet. But try to lower it. Do low fat cream cheese, low fat mayonnaise, low fat, avoid oils and stuff like that, nuts, anything that's heavy fat in the beginning. Just keep it simple. I kept it simple. I did meat, cheese, eggs, green leafy veggies, and I kept it really simple just to get the weight off. If you don't want to do it that way, you don't mind it takes longer, then that's fine. But most people want to get their weight off quickly and get into that maintenance mode. And then you can enjoy all these wonderful meals I eat. Now I do the 75% because now I don't have the fat on my body. So now I need to eat the fat. But I do it in good healthy fats, MCT. I got the cucumber here with some ranch dressing. I wouldn't say that's the greatest fat or whatever, but eggs are a good fat and real butter is a good fat. Just things like that. I do it in good healthy fats. I try to eat like more clean keto once in a while. Like this hash was done out of a can, so it's going to be more processed, but we can do processed once in a while. I'm in maintenance, so I don't worry too much about that. And once in a while, even out of, when you're not in maintenance and trying to lose some processed foods, okay, just try to eat as clean as you can. Okay. Not that it's going to be terrible. It's just better and cleaner for your body. So, but anyways, and then the 20% is 20 carbs or less. So you can do 20 net, like I said, taking off, subtracting from the carb, the dietary fiber off of like green veggies or off of sweet things like yogurts or sweet treats, the Quest products, sweet treats and stuff like that. You can deduct the alcohol sugars off of that, which you get a net carb. I've always done net carbs, which means I'm probably doing about 35 to 40 carbs a day, but I can deduct that, which makes it 20. Or some people do total carb, which was very hard for me to do because you really would just be basically doing carnivore, little bit of greens, barely hardly anything because 20 carbs adds up so fast. So it'd be basically meat and eggs and cheese basically, because that would be very low carb to keep it at the 20. So, but I've always done net. All right. So in that macro, you do not have to meat. You do not have to do 20. You can do 0 and eat just carnivore. Like I'm saying, just would be meats. Okay. Just meats. You can do carnivore and never eat a carb again. The only significant value in a carb is an energy source. Well, we get our energy source through the high fat foods we eat, or if you have high fat on your body's going to kick in for that too. And then you'll just eat a lower amount of fat, but no lower than 75 grams, you guys, no lower than that. And wait till you're like even skinnier to do that. Do more around the 100 mark, 100 grams of fat a day. And your body fat then will kick in. The rest of it will kick in and give you all the nutrition you need, and you'll lose it quickly. And then you can start eating like I do, like that. So right now, like I said, it's not a diet for me to lose weight. This is a way of life for me. I will have to do this forever. No matter which way of life you do, it's a forever thing. You can have cheat days once in a while, but it's a forever thing. Otherwise, you're going to just gain your weight back. I've tried 5 different diets throughout my life and thought I could just go back normal and gained all my weight back, sometimes even more. So yeah, don't do it that way. You got to stick with what you do, but you can have a cheat day once in a while. But what's great about keto is I get to up the calories. As I got to maintenance mode, I could slowly increase the calories. I now eat in this one meal around 1,800 calories for my size. 5'4", 138 pounds, 140 pounds. I eat 1,800 calories, sometimes even 2,000. Sometimes it's 1,500 depending on what I eat, but basically it's around 1,800 is what I get for calories. And that keeps me at the same weight all the time. And like I said, I don't really watch it on Sundays. So if I go up a little bit on Monday, it's just a little water weight, but I do watch the carb. I do really try to keep an eye on that carb. Sometimes it goes over a little bit. I don't worry too much on a Sunday. Like I said, I go lazy keto, but I stick with keto, because I want to always be healthy and never ever get my mind messed up again and ever go back to the person I was before. Only 1% of people in the world will get their weight off and keep it off. Even my doctor said, it's unbelievable, Angel, you have done what you have done. But it just proves that it is doable. You can do it. And if you're walking with Christ, you definitely can do it, walking with Christ. I put all my faith in God this time, and I read the verse, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And we can do it through Christ. So I asked him for the help. I wear the strength ring I wore from day one. Of course, it was probably on my pinky in the beginning, then went to this finger, then this finger, and my knuckle, thank God, holds it on because my fingers got really skinny. But I have kept it on through the whole way. It's made of pewter. Whoops, I had to turn it this way. Hopefully you can see it. It's the strength. Inside is the Philippians 4:13. So it's the strength that I get from God. The Bible readings and all that. I stay close to the Lord, and that's why I continue to do as well as I do. But anyways, before we eat, we'll read our words of Jesus because that's important. And then we'll do my one meal. And then at the very end, I'll get out my cookie dough that I made. And I'll show you that I did it with the white chocolate. But that's going to be my one meal for the day. All right. So let's do our words of Jesus for women. Always important to, make God number one. Prioritize your life. Make God number one. This one is called Waiting for Light. John 8:12. I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. And it goes on to say, wouldn't it be cool to have a light I mean, wouldn't it be cool to have a lit path in front of you that showed you where to go and what to do? You know? I'm sorry, that ring light screws up my eyes. I'll start over again. I'm sorry, you guys. Wouldn't it be cool to have a lit path in front of you that showed you where to go and what to do? You know? Jesus is the light of the world. Staying close to him, reading his word, and praying means that your path will be lit. Does that mean you always know exactly what to do at any given moment? No. It does not mean that if you wait, he will guide you. If you rush ahead making decisions and choices on your own, you'll end up in the darkness. Okay, so that's important. I love this verse. I love how the analogy on it, how they're saying, God is your light. He is your path. He is what got me through this. He lit my path and got me through it. Now, is he literally giving you a light down this path that you can't see this darkness? Basically, yeah. But of course, we're not really walking down a dark path, but you do when you're not walking with Christ. So let him light your path. Let him walk with you. Let him guide you. Give him your all. Make him number one in your life, starting your day by praying to him on your knees. And even I'm guilty of that. I need to do it more. I try to remember to do it. And, we just got to ask God to help us to pray more. Help me, God, to pray more. Ask for the wisdom and the knowledge and ask him to guide you. But I like how he says that. Does that mean you always know exactly what to do at any given moment? No. It does mean that if you wait, he will guide you. If you rush ahead making decisions and choices on your own, you'll end up in the darkness. So if you make these choices on your own, you're just going to end up in the dark, meaning you're not going to know what to do and you're going to make the wrong choices, and the devil's really going to help you walking down that path, that dark path. The devil likes to steal, kill, and destroy. Don't let him. Rebuke him. Say, Satan, get thee behind me in Jesus' name. Every time he's trying to hurt you, tell him that. He will flee. He has to flee when you say that word, but he's going to come back and try to hurt you. But walk that path with the Lord. Let him light your path and guide you. What a beautiful Bible verse. The bottom says, you, Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light. Psalms 18:28. Another beautiful Bible verse, another one to learn from, that John 8:12 is, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. That's another great verse. You will definitely have your path lit walking with Christ daily. Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with life's manual, reading his scriptures. That's what I'm reading to you guys all the time, his scriptures. He wrote this book for a reason. God didn't directly write it, but he put the words into the people, the amazing men in the Bible here that wrote it. So just get that personal relationship with Jesus on your knees in a quiet room, talking to him as your best friend, because he is your best friend. Nobody will love you more than he will. I mean, he died for us. God sent him to die, and he took on the sins of the world because he loved us so much, and God loved us so much to send his son to do it. Just shows that all we got to do is, he's there. He's our best friend. Tell him anything and everything you need to tell him. Pray, 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 pray. That's what was taught at my message this week at church. Was not only Sunday was the encouragement of roaring like a lion and being tough and strong and not fearing nothing. We don't have to have the fear of God when he says 365 times to fear not, my child. I'm with you. I'll never leave you nor forsake you. He won't. He's always with you. So try not to fear. Of course, we're human, but try your best. And then the other one was on, what was I just talking about? Praying. Jesus wants you to pray. Pray as much as you can. When you are a Christian, you got to live on your knees, basically. Basically, live on your knees. Live in this book. Read it. Study it. And I'm telling myself this too, to get closer to him, because your life will be so much better. The Lord is going to light your path and get you out of that darkness. And he will definitely answer prayers for you and help you get through the tough times. We don't know why things happen in our life, why we lose loved ones and all of that. But you know what? It's just how it is. And we just got to live each and every day he gives us. This isn't our permanent home. Our permanent home, if you're a Christian and you have your salvation, you need your salvation. You've turned your life over saying, I believe that Christ died on the cross, walked this earth, and I repent and ask him to forgive me of all my sins. You then have your salvation. Your permanent home's in heaven. For everlasting life is in heaven, not here. So while you're here, just try to spread the good word. Try to be the best you can, the best Christ-like Christian you can be, and spread the word to everybody and help many lost souls come to Christ. And then when you leave, you go to heaven and earn those crowns. When you walk through the pearly gates, the Lord will say, good job, my child. Let's do good for him. Let's do the best that we can for him. And just keep this book close. because this book will keep you from sin, or sin will keep you from this book. Remember that. Keep it with you everywhere you go. I keep a small one of King James. I love the King James Version. I keep a small one in my purse. I actually think I have it right here. My son got me this one. I can show you guys. This is the one he got me, a King James Version. It's the whole New and Old Testament. I keep this in my purse, perfect size. It's just, a little bigger than my hand. It's not real big, but I got the whole Bible with me. That way it's going to keep me from sin. But if I keep it home, sin will keep me from this book. And that's not what I want. So, and I love it because it's blue and my Bible's blue. So yeah, I'm a blue girl. I love blue. Got my, what did my husband call today? My Madonna shirt on today. I'll stand up and show you real quick. My little crop top. And it just says, whoa, I'm slipping. It says, act like a lady, act like a lady, think like a boss. And it's, I'll just kind of pull this out a little bit for you guys. It's just a crop top. Got it on with my high-waisted jeans that I love so much. And then I love the back of it. Isn't that cute with all the rips and tears in it and all that? Does remind you of an 80s look. I love that. Love, 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 love my crop tops and all that, especially at my age to be able to wear a crop top. But yeah, I love this little shirt. You guys have seen it before. I've worn it before. So, but yeah, my husband said today, you remind me of Madonna today with that shirt on. But anyways, if you guys need any help with your walk with Christ, with the ketogenic way of life, you'd love to know how to get started. I have helped over 3,000 people. Now, I am not a doctor nor a nutritionist, but I was trained professionally by them. And of course, I've, done a lot of studying myself, my brother helping me, all that. I know a lot, and I've helped a lot of people. I do, down in my description box, I link my email. I'm right there if you need me, okay? So please come in and I would love to help you. Another thing I could ask before I start to eat. This week, we've got somebody that comes to our church. He lives in Arizona, but has a home here in Minnesota. He's here and he comes to our church. And he started this fund, our fund for getting our own church. We just rent a church right now since 2008, I believe my pastor said, 2008 or 2006. I can't remember. 2008, I believe. He got this church that he rents, okay? He's always wanted his own church. So this guy decided to ask him, why don't you start a fund? Start a fund asking, for the church people to give money, maybe outside people give money, and try to come up with all these bags, and the pastor's trying to earn 6 or 7, 20,000 bags to be able to buy our own church one day. That's what we want, okay? So we're almost at the 20,000. It's not even been 6 months yet, and we're almost at the first 20,000, and we're going to have a pizza party for that and all of that. I'm just going to eat the toppings because I'm keto. But anyways, so we are trying really hard. But he said because we are so close to that mark, I think we're at like 18 right now. We're so close to that mark. He said that from now, he was last Sunday to this Sunday. Now, when you get this video, it's going to be Friday for you. We only have till Sunday, so 2 more days after you see this video. He's going to match it dollar for dollar. So if any of you guys would like to help, I would appreciate it. Right down linked in the box is the website. It says our church's fund, to fund a church. You'll see that it's linked down in my description box. And at the end of this video, I'll throw that in there. I'll just kind of show you the steps, how to do it, how to get to it. I'll just kind of, just real quick, just circle it and show you exactly real quick how to do it. If you don't understand what I'm saying, how to get to it and how to, go to that and where to go to the GoFund. And if you'd love to do it, if you'd like to tell me, I'll tell my church you did. If you want to stay anonymous, if you want to be a one-time giver, this would be the perfect time to do it. If you want to continue to help, great, whatever you can spare. He's going to match dollar for dollar from whatever we gave, whatever anybody gives, whatever we make this week that we've been making this week, he's going to match it dollar for dollar. So if any of you guys would please contribute and please help out, that would be great. And God will bless you eternally for that. He will, bless you for this. And this would be the perfect week to do it. I ask anytime you guys can do it, that'd be great. But if this week you could do it, he's going to match it. So that would be awesome. And maybe we can hit that 20,000. Well, I'm going to say yes. My faith is that big that we're going to hit the 20,000. We just need, like I said, we're a little over 18,000 right now. So I do believe we're going to hit that. So if any of you want to help, great. And if you want to stay anonymous or you want to tell me, go ahead and tell me down in my box, in my comment box, just comment and tell me that you helped out. Or if you want to stay anonymous, that's fine too. But whatever comes in is great. And like I said, right after this video, before you see, like the ending or the end credit and all that, before you see, like right at the end of my video, when I say goodbye to you guys, I will just show you the quick steps. I'm just going to circle what you're going to be going to on this video here, where you go to in my box, what you do and where you go to on the fun, how to do it. I'll just do that real quick in case anybody doesn't know how to do that. And then you can do a one-time fee. You can keep helping, whatever you want to do. But please, guys, please, please do this for the Lord. Do this for the Lord and help our church, please. This is the week because he's going to match dollar for dollar. And I can't wait to be able to come back in next week and tell you guys we reached that 20,000, our first bag we filled. So, but anyways, and I just want to thank you guys in advance if you do this for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right, let's quick pray before we eat, and then we'll have this corned beef and hash and see how it tastes. Dear Father, thank you again for all that you do. Thank you for giving me another day. Thank you for the beautiful sun shining and just all the wonderful gifts and things that you do for me, for being so merciful and for forgiving me for things I do wrong. And just for the wonderful providing you do, for the roof over my head, food in my tummy, and clothes on my back. I just thank you for that, Lord. And I ask that you bless this meal to my body, Lord. And I pray all of this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. We can go ahead and eat now. I'm going to have a little sip of my tea here. Just kind of mix up my MCT, though. Because the MCT kind of sits on top. You don't taste the MCT, though. It's not like coconut oil, like regular coconut oil. MCT is the finest of the finest. And I always do that in here. But if you ever do MCT and you do it in your coffee, it can only be that you can't cook with MCT. If you do, you have to find the cooking one. But this one isn't a cooking one. You can put it in your coffee or your tea, or you can spoon it, whatever you want. But start very light with it because it's very harsh on the tummy because it's the finest of the coconut, okay? You can get it at Walmart. You can get it at different like vitamin shops, GNC, stuff like that. You can get at Walmart, would probably be the cheapest, but the MCT comes in a big bottle, and literally start off with a half a teaspoon for a few days, then increase to a teaspoon, and after a few more days from that, maybe go to a teaspoon and a half, and then get to a tablespoon. I do a tablespoon in this now, but I had to do it slowly because it will, like, you'll get diarrhea right away, and sorry for too much information, but you will be running to the bathroom if you do it too quickly. So just be careful, and even sometimes now when I do it, sometimes I'll get a little bit of a stomach ache if I'm eating some processed foods. Just shows you that it's cleaning you out, but I love it in my tea. No taste at all. There's no taste or flavor with it, but you know that you're very, very healthy fat. Super good healthy fat. Black cherry. This is that clear American. I get them from Walmart. I love them. All right. Let's go ahead and try. Now, my eggs, I did do them with some of the yolk. This one here got a little bit hard, but we want a little bit of yolk here, guys. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Over the hash. Look at that. Yum. And look at that hash. Doesn't that look like real corned beef hash? Because it's cauliflower rice. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to take a bite. Super easy to make. Have you seen that video yesterday? Super easy to make. Let's get a bite of the egg. And I'm doing like a breakfast here. Who doesn't love corned beef and hash and eggs? Now let's see if I can stand up here without knocking anything over and show you that. Look at that. Doesn't that look like real corned beef and hash you get in a can? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to taste it. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm telling you right now, you will not know the difference. There's no difference. I can't even taste that it's cauliflower versus like potato, because corned beef and hash is hash. Potato. Oh my gosh. Wow. There's no difference, you guys. None. Holy cow. I didn't think it was going to taste exactly like corned beef hash. If you love corned beef and hash and you're doing keto, well, guess what? I just came up with an idea to have corned beef and hash. Yum. Have my toast. That's that keto bread, like I said, from Aldi's. But remember, it says 0 net or 0 carb bread. It's not. It's 4 net per slice. Now, this pan that I made of the corned beef hash will serve 4 people, and it was only 8 net carbs, so it means I only have 2 carbs for the hash. And there's quite a bit there. You can see I put 2 eggs over. There's a lot there. Maybe I can show you that. There's quite a bit there underneath because 2 eggs laid across it. So, you ever buy those cans of corned beef and hash? Remember when we used to do that with our eggs? Well, that's exactly what this was. It was just a can of just corned beef. That's all it was a can of it. And then I added in the cauliflower rice that I heated in the microwave and then over it. Salt and pepper. This is incredible, you guys. I can't believe this. I don't know why I don't taste a difference. That is so weird. I mean, I love cauliflower rice because it can replace for so many things that are for potatoes. Just like even mashed potatoes, you can use cauliflower for that. And it always tastes great. But I am so shocked. I don't know if it's the fact that the hash is the corned beef, I mean, is so strong or whatever, why it's covering it up, but it's like I feel like I'm eating corned beef and hash. Weird. Sorry guys, I just can't get over how much it tastes like corned beef and hash. All right, story time. I wrote some down so I didn't forget this time. I did a couple of them, so I'm just trying to decide which one to read. I mean, which one to tell. Okay. All right, I'm going to tell the story of my brother Tommy, who I'm very close to. I've told you guys about him. He has a channel. I think it's music. Something. He's a collector and stuff like that, movie buff and all of that. His channel is linked down in my box. My brother's name is Tommy. So if you see Tommy, my other brother is Robbie. He's the keto guy. Both of their links are down in my box. Robbie's is for Rob. He goes by Rob. Is for just his YouTube channel and stuff, but he hasn't been on there a lot. But my brother Tommy has for his Facebook. My brother Robbie's Facebook. And I think he does have a YouTube, but he hasn't been on there very much. But my brother Tommy's is his YouTube, and he goes by Tommy. That also is linked down in my box. So if you guys are interested in going over and checking out his channel, he's just a movie buff and always doing movie hauls and stuff like that. But anyways, so I'm going to tell you the story on that. My brother was almost killed. There was a friend of ours that we used to hang out with, and my brother worked at Subway. He was a manager. And he was working one night, and we were friends with this kid. We all used to hang out with him and everything. And my brother would be doing the closing. My brother Tommy was closing the store up. And we were all there. We'd go there and hang out all the time. It was our hangout joint. And with him managing, the other managers were gone home. My brother's managing. We could hang out there. I'd help him clean up and stuff. But we were all there. And this good friend of ours that we used to hang out with all the time. By the way, if you like ketchup, you can put ketchup on that too. You can use the sugar-free ketchup. I like it just like this. Maybe? No lick. So anyways, he was just getting things done, getting things cleaned up. Him and this guy got into a fight. And he told me, you need to leave. You're causing a problem, because he kept coming in the back. And my brother kept saying, you got to get out of here. You can't be in the back room. Can't be back here while I'm working. And it was making this friend of theirs mad. And they just got in this big fight. I don't even remember what the fight was about, because it was a long time ago. This was when my son was only like 2 years old. So I was about 24, and I'm 45 now, so it was a long time ago. But anyways, they got into this fight. My brother Robbie was there too, but him and Tommy got into it. And Tommy kept saying, get out of here, because he was in the back room. He's like, get out of here. And he was starting to yell and saying, dude, you got to leave. Leave the store. You got to leave and all that. So this kid got mad. And he went in the back, and my brother was out front cleaning things up and stuff. And he came out. He thought he was in the bathroom, but he came out and he said, what is that? My brother was standing by the door now. I'm sitting in the booth, waiting for my brother. My brother's just kind of by the door. I think he was having a cigarette. They had the door open. He was propped up having a cigarette. And he thought this guy went back to the bathroom. But he went in the back and got a knife. And when he came out, he had it down by his side. I couldn't see it. I was sitting in the booth, but I couldn't see it. But I knew he had something too. When I heard my brother say, what is that? What do you have? And he had a knife. He had one of the big knives that they work with, cutting the bread with. One of those big bread knives. he was standing just below the sign, the subway sign, the light up, neon light. And he was standing with the door open, propped open because he was having a cigarette. And this kid, he goes, what do you have? And my brother Robbie heard this. Now, my brother's outside. My brother Rob, he's outside, but just by his car, can hear everything going on. And I turned and looked to see what he had. My brother Robbie turned to look to see what was going on when he heard Tommy say, what do you have? We didn't know if this guy had a gun or what. He had a knife. And right when my brother said, what is that behind your back? He took it out and threw it. Thank God his aim was off. So off. Thank God. Because that could have stabbed my brother in the face or anything. Because my brother's a pretty tall guy. My brother is 6'2". Okay? He's just below this sign. When he threw it, because he did it so fast, it hit the sign above my brother, which broke in pieces and fell on top of my brother too. Thank God that didn't hurt my brother or get in his eyes or something. But it hit the sign and busted the sign. But had he been just a little bit lower, which I would say maybe 12 feet lower, it would have hit my brother right in his face. The knife would have went right into his face. But because, of course, this kid was nervous too, when he threw it, his aim was off enough, and that is God. God had his hand on that knife. Every angel was holding that knife. But it hit the glass and fell. And my brother, just like in shock, he backed up, and here comes my brother Robbie. Now, my brother Robbie is so protective of our family. We're very family-oriented. We really are. And when he saw this happen, first he heard it. So he saw my brother. It just happened so fast. So he saw my brother look up. When he said, what is that? My brother Rob looked up from his outside by his car. The next thing, the knife's being thrown. My brother takes off running. Now, this kid weighed 330 pounds. Okay? My brother Rob was about 280. This was before keto for my brother. My brother was about 280. This kid was like 330, or 300. I'm sorry, no, close to 400. He was close to 400 pounds. That's right. My brother Rob, literally, when he saw it, like I said, looked, turned, he threw the knife. My brother Robbie ran like bionic man, ran into that store, pushed Tommy out of the way. Thank God it didn't hit my brother. Thank God no glass fell in his eyes and all that. But my brother pushed him aside, not hard, but just pushed him aside, ran in, grabbed this guy, because my brother, the adrenaline rush was going in my brother. He's so protected of our family. And he picked this 400-pound guy up, threw him down on the ground, and when he did, he ended up busting a couple of his ribs. That's how hard my brother threw him on the ground. He picked him up and threw him down, and then he kept kicking him a few times and punching him. This time, I've got the cops on the way. I called 911. We had the cops coming. It all happened so fast. It was so scary. But he got this guy down. He broke a couple ribs, and he also busted his hand. He busted his wrist because the way he came down and fell, he fell on his own wrist. So he busted his wrist. But again, that's self-defense because he threw a knife at my brother. So this was self-defense. I just couldn't believe how fast my brother got in there and how fast he threw this guy to the ground, how fast he, picked this 400-pound man up and threw him to the ground. That's how strong my brother is, and when the adrenaline's going, he's tough. But got him down. Within about 2 to 3 minutes, the cops were there. They wrote up the report. They got him up with the cops, handcuffed him, and he's yelling. He goes, I'm hurt. My wrist hurts really bad. He had broken bones. He goes, I can't breathe and stuff like that. And wasn't to the point, like the situation that we've been going through. The cops were not like that. They handcuffed him, not rough or anything. They just handcuffed him and got him into the car. But he was crying because he said, I'm hurting really bad. And of course, they took him to the hospital first and everything. And he told us later, he apologized later. He saw my brothers maybe a year later, apologized, told him what happened. He goes, dude, you broke a couple ribs in my wrist. So, but the cops came, they got him, and they got him, away, and they took him away and all that, and he served his time and all that for whatever he had to do, or I don't know what he had to do, community service or what he had to do, because he didn't kill my brother, but he threw that knife. But it's just so scary how quick something can happen like that, and how God has got a hand in everything. How God, that, like I said, my brother was only about 12 inches from where that knife could have hit him if the kid would have, the way he pulled it out and threw it. It only takes just, a short distance where it would have went right into my brother's eye, into his face. my brother could be gone right now. Into his brain. I mean, the power behind that throw went right through the sign and busted the sign, and all the glass fell all over the place. So he had some strength in that throw. All done. But it just goes to show you how fast something can happen and how scary things can be. And that your life could be over quicker than you think it can. And yeah, that was just really scary because, I mean, he was our good friend and everything was fine, but then he just started acting stupid. I don't know if he was drunk or what was going on. But thank God that my brother Robbie was there, because I don't know what we would have done. Tommy would have, protected himself. But we don't know if this kid would have grabbed the knife again, did it again. I mean, it was very scary, but thank God Robbie came in. Robbie came to the rescue. Just because, I mean, my brother Tommy's like in shock with all this glass falling on and everything because it happened so quick. But my brother got him to the ground, got him down. The police came. He served his time. My brothers and them seen him again. He had lost a lot of weight. He was really skinny then. He told me, he's like, dude, I'm so sorry I ever did that to you. I've grown up a lot since then. I don't know why I did that. He apologized and everything. So that was good. But yeah, it was scary. How fast I could have lost my brother in that throw with that knife. I'm just glad that God had a hand in that and made that knife go up. The angels were holding it. Because like I said, what is 12 inches? 12 inches, that's not much of a difference. I mean, if he would have threw it a little bit better, he would have stabbed my brother. If it would have been even lower, could have stabbed him right in the heart. Because he had some, real force behind it. Or he could have just ran up and stabbed my brother. But because my brother said, what is that? Because he didn't know that he's seen that he had it. Then he knew he had to throw it instead of running up to him. He knew he would have to throw it. Thank God, because he could have ran up and stabbed my brother. Just scary. But God is always there, always taking care of us. God gives everybody a free will, and sometimes people do die. Good, innocent people do die. But God's wrath doesn't stop. If you hurt somebody, believe me, you'll get the wrath of God. You will. So, I'm grateful that my brother is alive. And I'm 40 minutes in this video. So I got my cookie dough here. This time, instead of making them into round balls, I put it into a cake pan. And I'm cutting it into squares because my husband, he gets cookie dough all the time and it's in squares. So I thought instead of rolling them into balls, I'll just, because you put it in the fridge for an hour and then pull it out and roll it into a ball. I thought if I just put it in the cake pan, cover it with Reynolds wrap like that, then I can just cut it into squares. I can just do it like that and I don't have to worry about taking it out and getting my hands all full of the stuff and everything. So I thought I'll just do it in squares too. And then I don't have to do nothing. I just cut them out. And they do last for 2 weeks in the fridge. The recipe lasts for 2 weeks in the fridge. And that's that recipe. Just go back into my playlist and look up the cookie dough one I did with cream cheese. And it would have been like two videos ago, I think. 2 Saturdays ago. 2 or 3. Might be 3. So, but just go back and look up this recipe. Look up that recipe. And all I did was milk chocolate in that one. This is the exact same recipe. It's just got the white chocolate in it instead because I love white chocolate. So I wanted it with that. And also, I just did them in squares now. Just squares instead of the round balls. You can still do that. And you can double the recipe, triple it, and freeze the cookie dough. Just remember, it's very high fat. So if you're going to do this cookie dough, you want to make sure that that you don't eat it often because it's very high fat. Made with butter, cream cheese. But see, I can do it because of that, because I'm in maintenance mode. All right, so there's my serving of whipped cream there. So we're going to enjoy this, and then we got to get off of here. All right, so let's go ahead and try a bite of this. I love the cookie dough. I love both the peanut butter one and this one. I love cream cheese. So, of course, between the two, I love the peanut butter one. It really tasted like cookie dough. This one really does too, but I love the cream cheese taste in it. They're so good. I think I'm going to make these for Mother's Day for my church and bring them because the day before Mother's Day, we're having a ladies get together. We always do for the ladies. And the husbands are setting up the church for us. And so we're going to have like a dinner. They're setting everything up, but we're all bringing something. So I think I'm going to bring these and the ladies will like them. The last time I did my cream cheese bites, where they're tart ones, where it's got the cream cheese and then the stevia or the Mio that I put in it and then the raspberries. I brought that last time, but I think the ladies would really like these. These are so good. The cookie dough, what lady doesn't like cookie dough? But there it is. You can see the little pieces of white chocolate. I hope you can. Oh, it's hard to see because it's white, but it's got pieces of white Lily chocolate chip. I did these a little while ago, so they weren't in the fridge for at least an hour. They'll be harder tomorrow or later. I won't be eating anymore today, but they're just breaking apart a little bit only because it's not all the way hard yet. And because I did them in squares. When I do it for the church thing, I probably will do it in balls just so it's easier for the ladies to pick it up. I love it. Look at that. Cookie dough, you guys. We get to eat cookie dough. And if you love cream cheese, you're going to love these. Definitely check that video out, you guys. All right. I don't want to make this video any longer. It's already a very long video, about 45 minutes. So I'm going to finish this up. And but I'll do it off camera. But I just want to tell all of you guys, I love you guys very much. If you, like I said in the beginning, if you could help out the church, even this one time right now, if you could just do it in the next couple days, because Sunday is going to be the end of it. On Sunday, they're going to end it, but he's going to match dollar for dollar. So if you could help my church out, I would greatly appreciate it. And like I said, if you want me to tell my church, please tell me. I will let my church know. If you want to stay anonymous, that's fine. But I would love it if you would at least do it this time, because he's going to match it dollar for dollar. So that'd be great. But other than that, stay faithful to the Lord. Give yourself to him. Let him light your path. Let him be your light so you don't have to be in the darkness all the time. Let him light your path and stay close to him. Get on your knees and pray and be reading scriptures and share it with everybody. And just, stay close to him because you'll fear not. You won't fear as much. The closer you are to him, the more he's going to do for you. You will realize how much God does for you daily. We just don't know it or see it enough because we're not paying attention. But just let him light your path and stay happy, healthy, and safe. I will continue to pray for all of you. I do every single night. I pray for you, and I swear that on the Bible. If I don't know your name, I just say for all the people that watch me and all the people that I watch, I pray for their safety and help them to find you, Lord. If they're lost, if they have a lost soul, just be with them and help each and every one to, in their life, help them with whatever they need, Lord. So I'm always praying for you guys and praying for your safety. I love all of you guys very much. Everybody take care. God bless. And I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload. Take care and be safe and turn to the Lord. He will light your path.